Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Libet and my group mates Hock Beng and Leong Ming Jie are going to talk about local ransomware. So in this video, we are going to talk about the introduction of the local ransomware, the steps taken for the executing attack, and the ways to prevent this attack as well, and a very short summary that includes everything in this content. So let us start with introduction of local ransomware. So what is local ransomware? It is a virus that locks the whole devices, preventing the users to access their devices until the ransom is paid. And all the time it is deployed at the operating system layer, and the local ransomware is deployed at the operating system level will be triggered as soon as the users try to log in to the computer. So for this local ransomware to happen, a pop-up window is also displayed in order to demand payment. Actually, the hackers of the local ransomware will normally demand a payment of $150 which is approximately 650 ringgit to unlock the user's devices. So let us brief about the steps taken in order to execute the attack. So firstly, it will be setting up the virtual machine by following the instructions in the YouTube video. After that, launching the virtual window operating system to execute the attack. After that, you need to download the local ransomware builder, which is created by ALB Pentesting YouTube channel that is custom made for this demonstration. After that, the local ransomware must be set up by entering the unlock password, name of the ransomware, as well as the custom text that you wish to put in. After that, you will have to navigate to the build option to create the local ransomware. And the created local ransomware will be attached to the email and sent it to the potential victims. When the victim is convinced with the email, the victim will download the ransomware as well as trigger the local ransomware. Eventually, the pop-up window is displayed and requests the user to enter the password. So in this stage, the ransomware is already executed. So usually the custom text of this ransomware will include the details of the ransom, and it will force the users to make payment in order to unlock the computer devices. So these are the brief steps to execute the attack, and I will have my groupmate Hock Beng to continue with the live demonstration of the ransomware attack.
So today we will demo how do we create this local ransomware. And first we will run this application, and then we will enter the password 123, and then the start name, whatever you want, and then the text that display on the target computer. And then we will go to this build, and then we click the build, and you can see that the ransomware is created here, the log build.execution file. And then I will hide this execution file into a new folder that I created. So I will paste the ransomware in this folder. And then I will create another new shortcut, which is target path to this ransomware. So I create a new shortcut, and I rename this, and I will type the target location of this shortcut, which is the path of this virus. So I will just copy the path Okay, now the shortcut is successfully created, and then I will hide the execution file in this folder. Okay, now the user only can see there's one folder in this file. So I will zip the folder first, because when we want to directly send this folder, it is not allowed in the mail or WhatsApp. So we will zip the folder first. Therefore, we can send this folder via the email or WhatsApp. So now we will go to, when the user open the folder, the ransomware will run. And now you can see that the screen is black and the user is not allowed to use their computer anymore. So the user need to enter the password to unlock this ransomware. So if they don't have the password, the error message will pop up. If I type the password, the ransomware only can be wiped out.
So, how to prevent local ransomware attack? Ransomware protection software can be installed to prevent the attackers and malicious software enter to our computers. Ransomware can be detected since they have a behavioral pattern and could be prevented as well. The first thing we can do is backup recovery if our computers are attacked by ransomwares. So, the user must have the entire backup of the system locally or in cloud. This is because the user can reformat their computers to wipe out the ransomware and restore all the data from the backup. Hence, the backup acts as an important role to recover the affected computers when the user wipes the whole system. The user must raise their awareness when it comes to ransomware. Most of the human error leads to the successful of ransomware attacks. The user must have to be aware of the phishing techniques where they should not click on the unknown links or open the malicious content. The users need to confirm the sender is trustable before opening any links or attachments from the mails. The user also need to be cautious to the executable file when they are downloading some free or cracked software to prevent the ransomware. They need to confirm that the publisher of the software is legitimate as well. Last but not least, users must make the file folder able to view the file extension. Since the Microsoft Windows is able to hide the file extensions, user must always make sure that the view file extensions option to be checked. This is due to the most of the virus and malicious code will be sent to the victims via the executable file, which will executable once user click on the document or files. In summary, local ransomware has a long and storied past. It has successfully moved from a floppy disk into a modern era using advanced techniques, and it targets not only computers but phones and tablets as well. Ransomware has increased popularity because it has been successful. In world of survival of the fittest, it has adapted and changed to meet the growing demands of its creators. By moving from simple trickery and deception to outright extortions, these criminal organizations are playing on our fears and our need to protect our information. Today, criminals have moved on from targeting home users and are focusing on corporate users, whose data has significant more value and who are under extreme regulatory pressure to maintain specific uptimes and access to protection of key data. Given the popularity devices like watch, televisions, refrigerators, and automobiles connected to internet, it is only a matter of time before criminals start targeting those devices. Therefore, preventive measures should be taken before ransomware establishes stronghold. As mentioned before, first, we should keeping all the software updated and getting latest security updates. Secondly, use of antivirus and original software is highly recommended. Lastly, creating software restriction policy is the best tool to prevent local ransomware infection in the first place in networks. That's all from my group. Thank you.